So we'll start lying on our backs. So just bring the knees together, hold on to the backs of the thighs, and then you can roll nice and safe down to the mat. And walk the feet quite close to your bottom, but then walk them out to the edges of the mat, and then the knees can fall in together and just rest against one another. Might just need to shuffle the back around a little bit to find some comfort. If it's too much for the lower back, just start by hugging knees into the chest, that's fine. So feet nice and flat, knees in against one another. You can just take your hands onto the tummy and then just start by closing the eyes. So breathing right down into the hands, feeling the hands moving as you breathe. And as you exhale, just releasing any tension, release any tension from the shoulders and the face. Just let your knees be heavy, let your body be heavy. And just for a moment, just observe the natural breath. Observe the movement of your ribs, how they expand as you naturally inhale, and how they soften as you naturally exhale. Feeling the movement through your hands as your tummy moves. Noticing if random thoughts pop into your mind, and if they do, just let them go and bring the focus back to the ribcage and how it moves with the breath. And let's start to control the breath. So big, deep inhale in through the nose, filling the lungs. And as you do so, underneath your hands, draw your belly button right back towards the spine. And as you exhale, just scan your face and shoulders. Notice if there's any tension, let it go. Inhaling to draw your belly back towards the spine again, so find strength in the core. And exhale, release the shoulders and the face. Gently blink the eyes open. And we'll start with some abs, so hooking the knees into the chest first of all. Make sure that the whole of your back, your spine, from the very top of the back, so just underneath the neck, all the way down to the tailbone, the very bottom of the spine, is pressing into the mat. And both shoulder blades are as well. And don't let any of that come up off the floor at any time while we're doing the abs. Arms go by the sides of the body, palms press down into the floor. And with an inhale, lift the legs up towards the ceiling. So draw the belly in again, back towards the spine like we did with the hands on the tummy before. Big inhale, draw your belly in, straighten up the legs as much as you can and point the toes so there's energy right to the very end of the toes. And then with an exhale, we're just going to gently lower the right leg just as much as is available. If you start to feel like the lower back or any part of the back comes up off the floor, take the leg higher, make the exercise a bit easier until you build up the strength. And then lift the right leg up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as you start to lower the left leg. Keep the whole spine pressing down into the mat. Both legs straight, toes are pointing, belly's drawing in, and lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Same again. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, lower the right leg just as much as you can within your ability. Don't overdo it. 2 breaths. Breathe with me. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, maybe this right leg can lower a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lowering the left leg. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, maybe lower the left leg a little bit more. One more inhale. And exhale, lift the legs up. Well done. Take a break. Hug the knees into the chest. You can roll around a little bit, massaging the spine into the mat, relaxing the legs. I'm just going to do one more quick round here. So arms by the sides of the body. Inhale, lift the legs up. Exhale, lower the right leg. 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale, one more inhale. Exhale, lift the right leg up. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower the left leg. Remember, keep the legs super straight as you can. Toes pointing, good, and lift the left leg up. Well done. Hug the knees into the chest. And let's stretch out the core muscles. So feet come onto the floor, close to the bottom like they were before, but this time hip distance apart. So just see if you can feel your heels with the fingertips. Check that distance from the hips down the mat to where the heels are. Arms by the sides of the body, palms press into the floor like they were before. With a big inhale, draw the belly in. And as you exhale, press down into the heels and start to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. So first of all, just lining the hips up between the knees and the shoulders, hands press down into the floor, keep pressing into the heels, press down more into the big toes so the knees don't go out to the side. We don't want that, we want the knees to stay hip distance apart. And then allow the spine to come down onto the floor. Take a breath here while the spine straightens out, so inhale and exhale. One more round, so hug the knees into the chest. Arms by the sides of the body. Inhale, breathe with me, lift the legs. Exhale, lower the right leg. Keep breathing, we're gonna make big circles with the right leg. So big inhales to draw the belly in. Exhales to relax your shoulders in your face. Start to make these circles smaller with the right leg. Keep pressing your spine into the mat and make them bigger again. Keep breathing, good, and lift the right leg up. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lower the left leg. Keep this right leg nice and straight, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and big circles with the left leg. Make the circles smaller, make them smaller, make them smaller, and then start to make them bigger again. Keep breathing, one more breath, good, and lift the left leg up. Well done, that's it. Hug the knees into the chest. Bring the feet down to the mat, hip distance apart. Inhale, draw the belly in, arms by the sides of the body, and as you exhale, press down into the heels and the big toes. Maybe lifting the hips a little higher this time. If that all feels okay, you can walk the shoulder blades a little closer underneath the body, interlace the fingers if they reach easily. Arms right straight out, press the little fingers down into the mat, then press into the feet to lift higher with the hips. Relax the face. And then lower down to the mat. So from here, we're going to come up to seated. If you want, you can rock and roll up to seated. Or if you want to increase the challenge a little bit, straighten the legs out down the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, come up into boat pose. So lifting the knees, lifting the chest, drawing the belly in. Inhale here. And as you exhale, either crossing the legs, drawing the legs into the body. So you can take the hands to the front of the mat like that. Or you can just take the feet out to the side. Hands come to the front of the mat. Step back to plank position. Lower the knees first if you want. Bend the arms slowly and start to come down to the floor. Stretching out the belly again, the core again. So squeeze the inside elbows into the body and press down into the hands. Come up as high as you want. Keep the belly drawing in. And then exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck the toes under and lift the hips high all the way up towards the ceiling. Bend the legs for this first downward dog. Relax your head. Start to let the heels melt down towards the mat. And then inhale, look forwards and roll the shoulders forwards for plank. So holding plank. Draw your belly right in, draw the kneecaps up into the thighs, press the floor away like you're trying to really make a dent in the floor. Inhale here. We're going to lift the hips straight up and back into downward dog. Absolutely fine to bend the legs. Relax the head. Feet might just need to come forwards a little bit. We can walk the dog, bending one leg on an inhale, bending one leg on an exhale, really allowing your heels to just soften all the way down to the floor. And then inhaling, looking forward. I'm going to roll the shoulders forwards for plank again, so feet might shuffle back a little bit. Inhale, really draw your belly in. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor first of all, or you can take straight legs. Bend the arms slowly and come and lie down on the floor. Maybe coming up a little bit higher this time, so bring the hands back a touch, squeeze the inside elbows in, untuck the toes. Big inhale, draw the belly right in, press into the hands and stretch as deep through the body as you want to, through the front of the body. And then you can lower down, tuck the toes under, and come up and back into our downward dog position. If you want to boost it a little bit, you can take three-legged dog, so stepping the big toes together. And with a big inhale, lifting the right leg up towards the ceiling. See if this left heel will lower down a little bit more. And then right leg down. Inhale, lifting the left leg up towards the ceiling, seeing if the right heel will come a little closer to the floor with control. And then left leg down. Inhale, looking forwards, and set the right foot between the hands. So you can step it a little bit of the way, and then use the hands to drag it up the mat. Option to drop that left knee down if you want to, or keep the left knee nice and high. And then take the hands up onto the knee. So you might feel like here, you want to drop that back knee, and that's absolutely fine. Draw the belly in, Keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. Keep the gaze steady. We're going to lift the arms high up towards the ceiling. Drop the left hand between the shoulder blades. Take the right hand onto the left elbow and guide the left elbow to center. So deep stretch all the way through that left elbow. And then bring the fingertips down to the floor for support. Drop the left heel down onto the mat at a 90-degree angle for warrior two. And then lift the arms up over the head and into a T position. Big inhale, draws the belly right in. And exhale, sink nice and deep into this right knee. If the knee is falling inside the big toe, just wiggle your right foot over to the left a little bit so it's pointing out exactly forwards. Turn the right foot to face the ceiling. Big inhale, draws the belly in again. Exhale, left fingertips drop down to the left leg. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Into reverse warrior, it might reach behind you a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale, right elbow rests onto the right thigh. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling and all the way up to the front of the room. Deep stretch through the left side of the body. Inhale here. Exhale, all the way up and back into reverse warrior, maybe going a little bit deeper. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bring both hands up towards the ceiling. Inhale, draw the belly and grow tall. And exhale, reach both hands to the front of the room. Really good for the core. 2 breaths. Inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, reach a little bit deeper. One more inhale. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Palms facing the ceiling. Melt the shoulder blades down the back. Take the hands onto the hips. Straighten up the right leg and turn the right toes to face the same way as the left foot. And just make sure that the heels are at the same place so one foot isn't miles further forwards than the other. Inhale, lift up with the chest, draw the belly in again. And exhale as you fold the body forwards. Hands down onto the mat. You can press into the fingertips, look forwards a little bit, really draw the belly in. And then exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Give your head a little shake. Give it a little wiggle. Just allow any tension to release completely. If the flexibility is there, you might want to walk the hands backwards a little bit so that they're in line with the feet. Spread the fingers wide and press down into the hands to guide you a little deeper into the pose. And then inhale, looking forwards. Exhale, use your strength, use your core to bring the hands to the hips and stay here for a moment. And then inhale, come on up to standing. Spin the right foot to face the front of the room again. Nice deep bend into the right leg. Arms out into T. Take the gaze out over the right middle finger, 2 breaths. Big inhale, draw the belly in. Exhale, relaxing the shoulders. One more inhale. And as you exhale, take the hands over inside the right knee. We're going to wiggle the right foot all the way over to the right side of the mat. Take the hands to shoulder distance apart. Lift up that left heel. And everybody take the left knee down onto the mat. So whether these left toes are tucked under or the foot is flat on the floor is totally up to you. We're just going to look forwards, draw the belly in, and allow your arms to bend as much as is available. Nice deep stretch into the right hip socket. So you might find that the left forearm comes down onto the floor. You might find that your right forearm does as well. You can make a prayer position and just look out past your fingertips for a moment. Big inhale, still draws the belly in. We still want the strength. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders and see if your hips might sink a little deeper to the floor. You want to press equally into the big toe and the little toe on this right foot to protect the knee. And then we're going to take the hands into a shoulder distance apart, Tuck the toes under and step back to our plank position. Inhale, really draw the belly in here. And exhale, lift the hips high into downward dog. Optional 3-legged dog again, so you might want to step the big toes together. Big inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, see if that left heel will soften. Inhale again. Exhale, right leg down. Inhale, lifting the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften into that right heel again. Inhale, lift. And exhale, left heel down. Looking forwards. And this time the left foot steps up to the front of the mat. So absolutely up to you whether that right knee wants to go down onto the floor. Either way, hands come up onto the left knee. Keep the gaze steady on something in front of you. Arms reach up high to the ceiling. And the right hand wants to drop between the shoulder blades. The left hand is taking hold of the right elbow and starts to draw it towards the center line. Strong core, steady gaze. And then take the fingertips down to the mat. And your right heel is going to come down onto the floor, and we'll lift the arms into our warrior two position. So just change sides so that I can face you. And arms going to T again, nice relaxed shoulders. Turn the left palm to face the ceiling. Big inhale draws the belly in. And exhale, right fingertips drop down to the right leg. Left arm reaches all the way up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, left elbow drops down onto the left thigh. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Reach it all the way up to the front of your room. Inhale here. Exhale, back into our reverse warrior again. Inhale here. Exhale, both arms reach high to the ceiling. Big inhale, grow tall, draw the belly in, and exhale, reach both arms to the back of your room. Keep breathing. Big inhale draws the belly in. Exhale, reach a little further. One more inhale, and exhale, come back to warrior two. Take the hands onto your hips. Straighten out that left leg, left foot to face the long edge of your mat. Big inhale draws the belly in, and exhale as you fold forwards. Hands down onto your mat. So this time, take the hands forwards a little bit so they're just underneath your shoulders and bring them so they're touching. We're going to press the left hand down into the mat, reach the right hand away from you and up towards the ceiling so we come into a twist. Keep drawing the belly in and reach high with these right fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Press it into the mat. Left hand goes away from you and then up towards the ceiling so we come into a twist on this left side. And then left hand comes down. Hands to the waist. Inhale, come on up to standing. Exhale, spin the left foot to face the front of the room, the edge of your mat. And bend nice and deep into your left leg again. Arms out into T. We can turn the palms to face the ceiling if you want nice, relaxed shoulders. 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, gaze can go out over your left middle finger. One more deep inhale. And exhale, take both hands inside your left knee. Wiggle the left foot all the way over to the outside of the mat. Hands shoulder distance apart. Lift up your right heel. And take your right knee very gently down onto the mat. Making sure the left knee is exactly over the ankle. Pressing into the left big toe as much as the little toe. Whether these back toes are tucked under or foot flat is still completely your decision. And then start to see if you can soften down inside. Maybe your right forearm will come to the floor. Maybe the left forearm will as well. You can take the gaze just slightly past your fingertips like we did last time. Nice relaxed shoulders. Keep drawing the belly in and breathe nice and deep. And then take the hands to shoulder distance apart. Press them flat into the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the hips and step into our downward dog position. Big stretching downward dog. Let the heels soften towards the mat. And then inhale, look forward. Roll the shoulders forwards to plank. We're going to come and lie on the floor. So you can lower the knees down first if you want. Bend the arms slowly and come and lie on the floor. And then we're going to take the arms under the elbows for Sphinx pose. So keep your belly really engaged into the mat. Draw the kneecaps up into the thighs. Keep pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. You're going to press your forearms and your hands down into the mat as though you're trying to pull them back towards you. So the chest is coming through the hands. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Look forwards. If it's too much on the spine, come down a little bit. That's absolutely fine. Good. And then spin the left hand across you. The right hand's going to reach back for your right foot and then bring the right shoulder forwards, the gaze forwards, and start to bring this right foot as close to your bottom as possible. Watch out for the right knee going out to the side. Keep it nice and close to the center line of the body and stretch out the quad, pressing the foot towards the bottom. And then release. Right hand goes across you. Left hand reaches back for the left foot. And then bring the left shoulder forwards, bring the gaze forwards, and start to bring the foot down towards the mat. If the foot's up here, that is absolutely fine. Don't overstretch, work within your limits. Good. And then come back and come to Sphinx for a moment. Bring the chest through, relax the shoulders. And then we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders. Lower the chest a little bit. Tuck the toes under. Take a big inhale and see as you exhale if you can press up to plank from here and then lift into downward dog. So just holding the downward dog. If you want to rest at any point, just take the knees down to the mat. We're going to start cooling down soon. So we can step the tempo down a little bit. Relax the face here. Make sure there's no tension in the jaw. We're going to inhale, look forwards, and step the feet into a squat in the middle of the mat. So just spin to face you. So big toes can be touching, or they can be a touch of away, that's fine. It helps to really squeeze the thighs in together. Of course, we want to draw the belly back towards the spine. Fingertips might want to stay on the floor, and if at any point it's too much, just come out to the squat and sit for a moment on the floor. You can join back in when you're ready. If you want, you can take the hands up onto the thighs. If you want to increase the challenge even more, then we'll take the arms out to T position. We can take the right arm all the way up and over the top and drop the hand between the shoulder blades like we did before when we were in our crescent lunge. And then you can take the left arm behind you. I'll show you from the back. So right arm up and over, and then left arm behind you. And if the fingertips meet, they can come into a monkey grip like so. If they don't, just continue stretching, and one day they'll meet. Good. And then bring the arms out to T. Same on the other side. So left arm over the top, right arm underneath. Take the monkey grip if it's available, but if not, don't worry, keep breathing. Take the arms out to T. Just take the hands onto the thighs. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Feel all of that energy in the legs. 1 more inhale. Good, and exhale. Use the hands to just gently come down to seated. Take the legs out in front of you. You might want to shake them, just bring some blood back into the legs. Brilliant. So bring the right foot up towards you. Flex that left foot. This might be enough, or you might want to see about taking the right foot over to the far side of the left thigh. Make sure it all feels okay on this right hip and on the right knee. The left hand, or maybe the crook of this left elbow, if this hip's feeling flexible enough, can hug the knee into the chest. So the strength of this arm is going to have us sitting up tall, draw the belly in. And then the right hand goes behind you. Keep flexing that left foot back towards you. Big inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, twisting, taking the gaze over the right shoulder. So inhale, draw the belly in. So we sit tall through this lower part of the spine. And then we can exhale and twist a little bit deeper. 1 more inhale. And as we exhale, we're twisting up to the front of the mat. So you might just want to shuffle forwards a little bit. And I'll hold onto this knee, take the foot back to center, and see how it feels to use those ab muscles that we were using before to come to lie down on the floor. And then we're going to take the right knee over to the left side. So you can come up onto the side of your body to get the right knee on the floor, or you might want to take some padding, a block or a book or a blanket or what have you under that right knee. You can use your left hand to weight the right knee down. Big inhale draws the belly in, and as you exhale, maybe this right shoulder comes a little closer to the floor. Find somewhere comfortable for the right arm. Could be bent, it can be straight, it can be on the hip. It really doesn't matter, just wherever feels comfortable. And if you want, you can take the gaze over the right shoulder. You can close the eyes if you want. So inhale draws the belly in. Exhale, maybe we sink a little bit deeper into the twist. Couple more breaths here. Exhale, releasing any tension in the shoulders and the face. 1 more inhale. As you exhale, bring the gaze to center, bring the knee to center, and just pause at center for 1 moment. And then we're going to come up to seated like we did before. So you might want to rock and roll, or you might want to take the legs out to the end of the mat, arms up and over the head. Inhale here, and exhale, bringing yourself up into boat pose. Hold for a moment, and then come to seated. Straighten out the right leg. Left foot hugs into the body. Might want to go over to the far side of the right leg. Right hand or right elbow pulls the left knee into the body. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, left arm behind you. Inhale to find height through the body again. And as you exhale, we can twist, take the gaze over the left shoulder. While you're looking over the left shoulder, make sure it's nice and relaxed. They have a habit of hunching up, so keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. One more inhale. Exhale, rotate to center. We're going to come and lie down as before. So you might want to use your arms as support, or you can hold onto this left knee and roll down the spine. And then the left knee goes over to the right side just as much as is available. And then left shoulder blade to the floor, gaze over the left shoulder. You can close your eyes if you want. Big inhale draws the belly in. Exhale, maybe sinking a little bit deeper down into the mat, weighting this left shoulder blade. Allow the left leg to be heavier. And then you can take the gaze to the ceiling and come back to center. Hook the left knee into the chest. We're going to bring the right knee in as well. And then make our way into Savasana, into our place of relaxation. So feet can come down to the end of the mat, and then walk the feet about the distance of the mat apart, and just let the feet roll out to the side. So this is going to really relax the leg bones in the hip sockets. And then move any clothing, any skin, any jewelry, hair around to get completely comfortable. Arms by the sides of the body, palms facing up towards the ceiling, closing the eyes. Take a lovely long deep inhale, fill your lungs right up to the very top. When you think that they're full, fill them a little bit more. And then there's always space for a little bit more. And then exhale. Just let everything relax down onto the mat. Let your toes be really soft. Let the ankles be really soft. Allow your big strong thighs to relax. Let the kneecaps be soft. Let the whole of your upper body soften down into the mat. And then just allow any tension from your face to disappear. So softening your forehead. Let the eyebrows drift apart. Let all of the muscles around the eye sockets relax completely. Relax your jaw. And then just take your focus to your rib cage. Notice how the ribs expand softly with your inhale, and how they softly deflate with each natural exhale. It's going to stay here for a moment. I'll give you some instructions to come out of Savasana in a few moments. So in the meantime, relax completely. If you notice that your focus has wandered off, or that different thoughts have popped into the mind, please don't worry at all. That's absolutely fine. Just guide the focus back to the breath, back to the rib cage. Relaxing completely, letting any tension go with your exhale. And then just starting to deepen your breath, bringing some life into your body. Wiggle fingers and toes and take the movement into hands and feet. And with a deep inhale, bring the big toes together, lift the arms all the way up and over the head. You can interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you to come into a really deep pencil stretch, and then hug knees into the chest. And then roll your body over to the right hand side. You can rest your head on your arm, left hand goes to the chest in front of you. Keep the eyes closed if you want and just pause for a moment. Notice how your body and your mind feel. Blinking the eyes open gently at this point if you want. And using that hand to gently press you up into a seated position. While we're here, interlace the fingers again. Big inhale, stretch high all the way up towards the ceiling. Lots of energy to come back into the body. And as you exhale, bring the hands down into a prayer position in front of the heart center. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Namaste.